Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with...
It's a seam wide open! And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So...
it's a running room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Back to throw, it's Horvath. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Navy! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line, hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it? Grabs it up to 25-inch stride. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's sacked, and this defense comes up with a play to push them back.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's an awesome-looking carry, and you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are three certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to toe the line.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Sends it back in motion. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Tripped up for the tackle.
I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Back to throw, it's Horvat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, skip it. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life fun.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it along the sideline. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's got it on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Turning on the Jets. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Carr. Right on the money. Spins away from the defender. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. To the air on 1st down. Connection to the right. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The midshipmen got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Chapman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Pressure coming. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Navy!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking for a deep man. Catch inside the 30 and still right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Going up top again. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Carr. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations.
Makes the grab deep. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Got it in the middle. It's Bob. He'll work his way down to the 28. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, hits Bob. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. At the 35, he's open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Using his legs, it's Bob. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The toss to the right. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks the tackle. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Navy will have to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. He caught it. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
On the move at the 30. He'll try to take it back. He's loose. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Navy! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Wants to go up top. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. A run for the quarterback. Looking for room at the 25. There he goes. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Defense wants to bring the heat. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Handoff to the fullback. Running into the open space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Situation like this late in the game, and the offense might be content just to barge right into the middle of that crowded run D. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive. He's going for it all. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Good timing on the quick out. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On third down, going up top. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. What a battle this game was. Went right...